Huh?
You are phenomenal, fitness-wise and everything. Obviously, you've got your skill for age 52. But even me at 42, not many 42 year olds.
No, not at all.
Going to do that, but you were 52 for phenomenal fitness.
Yeah. I'm 59.
Tuesday.
No, Chris, I've never done it before. But I've got a plan to come and do a bit of training.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But not just yet. Not just yet.
Yeah. Yeah. Get you on the pads first then. Sorry, were we talking about?
No, it's fine. No.
I didn't realise you.
What are you doing now, Ken? I'm there.
No, I'll just get in the back room and do some push-ups and that.
You're not doing any more?
Yeah.
You're joking?
Yeah.
You're pouring with sweat, mate.
I know.
If I poured sweat like sweat, I'd have to go for the shower.
I'm gonna have one when I finish.
Hey, Ken. So, Ken. What your punching power? How does it compare to say Ernie's?
I don't know. 'Cause I'm only tapping.
I know you were.
Yeah, I'm not a liberty taker. No.
You were holding back. I know that, but how do you compare to say Ernie's?
Huh?
You can't be much difference.
Well, yeah, there's a bit of difference.
How much though?
Oh, I don't know. You'd have to ask your opponent.
I know, but you've sparred with Ernie loads of times.
I know I have here.
Yeah, so you know all the hits, Ernie Shavers.
He's a tremendous puncher. Ernie's the kind of puncher who doesn't look like he's punching hard when he is.
Really?
He used to hit me with a hip shot.
Feel like me in that room.
Yeah, he'd hit you with a hip shot, and it would literally paralyse you, like you couldn't move your legs. It was like a weird sensation. He did it to Kenny Norton when they fought. He got him against the ropes, threw that right hand onto his hip. And Norton said it was just like someone had nailed his feet to the floor. He couldn't move. He wanted to move, but he just couldn't do it.
Did any ever talk about Quarry? What has he got?
Tell you exactly what happened
Jerry
with Quarry.
Quarry. Yeah.
Exactly what. Every
That was
fight
the first round, wasn't it?
Every fight. You should never have fought Jerry Quarry that night. What happened was he'd just beaten Jimmy Ellis in one round in the Gardner in June 1973. And he was scheduled to fight Jerry Quarry in, I think, the September. And what happened was Archie Moore, who was training him at the time, they had another fighter named Jeff Candy Slim Merritt in the gym, a guy who anyone who knows anything about boxing will tell you he should have been heavyweight champion of the world forever. He had that much ability, that many gifts. He had a left hook that no one had ever seen before. It was a tremendous puncher.
Big one, he went.
Big, 6'5". But the thing with him was, like Deontay Wilder, but the thing with him was he kept a bad life. He took drugs, he drank alcohol, chased women, he did everything wrong, so he was never 100% fit. But he was a tremendous puncher, and what Don King said to Archie Moore was, work Ernie, I've got to go out of town for a few days, work Ernie, do not put him in with Jeff Merritt to spar. Jeff had just beaten Ernie Terrell. What does Archie do? Come on you two, you're going to spar. Freak accident, Merritt hit Ernie with a left hook. He never broke his jaw, snapped it on both sides. So Ernie, his chin was lying on his chest. So what happened with Ernie was, obviously the fight was postponed to the December. Then what happened was, obviously they've already had one postponement. Yeah. They've gone ahead for the December date. I think it was a week, certainly no more than 2 weeks before the fight, Ernie's dad died. And Ernie said, listen, and Don King being the minister, Ernie, you'll knock this guy out. Take all the anger you've got for your dad in the ring and knock Jerry out. And he was like, no, I don't feel right for the fight, you know, I'm burying my dad a couple of days. He literally buried his dad the day before they went to New York for the fight. So nothing was right, Ernie's head wasn't right. If you look at a gown, when he's on the way to it, it says, doing it for dad. Right. He wasn't doing it for dad, his head was splintered, it was messed up, he was not focused on the fight. He went in there thinking he could just knock Jerry Quarry out. And you don't knock Jerry Quarry out, he's one of the greatest chins in heavyweight history. And he went in there, thought he was just going to knock him out. It wasn't set on it, fought the wrong fight. Got caught in the first round, never recovered and got stopped. If they'd have fought 10 more times, that fight would never have ended in that way. Yeah. And that is no excuse, no disrespect to Jerry Quarry, because Jerry Quarry was capable of taking anyone out on a given day with the exception of Ali and Frazier. Yeah. And in my estimation, Foreman. They were the three fighters that I believe Jerry would never have got past. But anyone else, yeah, any chance. Yeah. So that's the history behind Jerry Quarry. As Ernie's record shows, it never ever happened to him ever again. Yeah, yeah. That's why I was always surprised. It was, see. I mean, I've watched it on YouTube, obviously. Ernie was super confident of beating Quarry, but also he was mentally in a frame of mind that he was not ready to fight, and that's what cost him the Quarry fight. I don't think personally Ernie would have beaten Quarry. I think Quarry would have beaten Ernie, but I think it would have taken between 5 and 8 rounds, something like that, for Jerry to wear Ernie down. And because Jerry just had such a tremendous chin, and he was good at getting his head on a fighter's chest and working with him, and wearing him down. Like what we do when we go to the ropes, it's hard work.
Yeah.
And that's what Jerry was the master at.
Yeah.
You know, he was good at it. The only fighter that was better than him was Joe Frazier. So it was a shame really about what happened. Great for Jerry Quarry because he got to knock out Ernie Shavers in the first round. But bad for Ernie because it's a real bad mark on his record. You know, Ernie only got complacent once or twice in his career. Another fight he got complacent with was a fighter named Bob Starlins who he fought in the Forum, and Starlins beat him on points. Again, Ernie said that was me, when I learnt my lesson. I got to be in shape for it. There is no bummers out there. Anyone, I see this. Everyone has. There's fighters of different levels, but for me, there's never a bum because to get your head under them ropes and answer to the first bell, that takes so much courage. Whether you're terrified or not, it takes so much courage to just walk out of that ring, even if you get knocked out in the first round. To go out there and just compete is
give it a go.
Is for me the ultimate level of bravery, without a doubt. Because you know there ain't many that can do it. You know, bar none. You know.
Did either of you watch the fight last night?
I did, yeah.
Come on, Chris. Well, your verdict. Because I haven't actually seen it yet.
Well, obviously Joshua came on. Did you watch it, Ken?
I did. Yeah.
Yeah. First few rounds.
To
be honest, I had it even after 4 rounds.
Come on, Euros.
I thought Povetkin did really well. First three
Right.
rounds.
This is the thing with Joshua, right? He's good for what's around today. You can't compete Anthony Joshua with a Larry Holmes or a Tim Witherspoon.
Really?
Listen, don't even go there. From what I saw of Joshua's defence last night, Tim Witherspoon would have made Anders Eklund out of Joshua. Okay. Joshua's not a great shot. Povetkin's is a decent puncher. He's a hard puncher, but not a devastating puncher. And I counted I counted about 3 or 4 times that Joshua was wobbled, genuinely wobbled.
He was wobbled by his nose.
Oh yeah, he got it with a left hook that took his legs away from him. Don't get me wrong, the big men. Yeah. I used to hear Ken Norton commentate a fight and they say Jimmy Young can't fight. No, listen. Any man over 200 pounds, it's your right, you're it. Yeah. It's as simple as that. There's fighters who are natural punchers, Ernie, Ron Lyle, George Foreman, people like that. But you can't tell me that someone can stand in front of a Jimmy Young and take a full pelt right hand off him and say that didn't hurt. You know what I mean? And Jimmy Young was classed as a non-puncher in his era.
Bugner was good though, wasn't he?
Bugner was classed as a non-puncher.
What did he had him on your show, Ken. He was blooming brilliant.
What did he go and do to Richard Dunn? He came out and said, I'm not a puncher. I'm like, well, what's this? He came out and knocked him out in the first round.
Yeah. I think heavyweights are too big these days.
Too big. Well, too big.
Because obviously in Ali and Holmes' day, they were only 215, 220, weren't they?
Stone,
Anthony,
15.5 stone.
Deontay Wilder.
I mean, they're all
in shape is 15 stone.
Yeah.
15 and a half at the most. He's 6 foot 7 or 8.
Yeah.
He's the epitome of an in-shape fighter.
Isn't he too light for that weight?
Because this is the thing, Dave. I'd love to get hold of some of these fighters and the trainers who I've heard talk. If Henry Cooper will tell you, if he fought over 13.8, 13.9, he felt sluggish.
See,
if he thought at 13,
he wasn't a big man, was he?
No, but he was a big man. He was 6'2".
Was he?
But if he fought at 13.10, he felt sluggish, and he was only £4 over his best fighting weight.
Weightlifting now, isn't
it? It's the slowest treacle.
So really, they're trying to pack on the pounds.
It's the strength training. It's weightlifting and strength training is as big a part as getting in the ring and sparring for training these days. And I don't think that's the right thing personally.
Well, Chris, look how you've been sparring now, and what's your weight, Ken?
I don't know. I don't weigh myself no more.
Well, roughly 16.
There about.
What
11 and a half. 11
and a half. So what's that? That's 4.5 stone difference. Okay.
When I used to spar as a pro, I used to love sparring middleweights because they were so much quicker than me. That speeded me up. I had to be quicker to catch up with them. Okay, they weren't as powerful as me, but it was great working with them because boom, 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 you're getting hit with shots. And it taught you to move your head and be quicker. The shot that gets you out of there is the one you don't see. And the thing is, if you're slowed down by sluggish weight, you're going to catch them all day long. Okay, they're going to be heavy, hard shots that you take on the gloves and the body, but the thing is, if you're faster, and you got to remember, Povetkin's 39. Not that that's old, but he's had a long career. Yeah. He was an amateur when he was a child, you know what I mean? It's a long career.
So did you enjoy the fight?
I enjoyed the fight because obviously...
Good finish.
Good finish.
Yeah.
The finish.
I'm going to watch it later. Yeah.
The finish was good.
YouTube, is it?
think it probably will be now.
Something like
The
that.
finish was good. There's no two ways about it. Yeah, you can't fault the finish. You can't fault the finish at all. But, you know, I think he knocked him out more. I think it was more...
Was it a good knockout, was it?
Yeah, but...
Clean, was it, Chris?
It was the left hook, innit?
Sorry?
I went to you know what this is? I went to the toilet. And I heard them chatting and I saw the replay.
You missed it.
I missed the knockout.
Live.
I went to the toilet and my dad shouted me down.
So have a punch, was it?
It was a left hook, wasn't it?
It was a
combination, but
Really,
it was a left hook to put, and then he got up. And well, do you want to know, or you're going to watch it?
No, you can tell me. I don't
He
mind.
got up and he got put down again, and the
Really,
referee
yeah.
stopped it while he was on the floor.
Yeah.
'Cause it's never the same when you know the result. So
Well,
the last thing,
again, though, the reason I think he caught him when he did was Povetkin was starting to fatigue,
Really,
gassing
yeah.
up. But like I had the same as
Joshua
Chris, I
wasn't down,
had like 3 rounds apiece, at the most 4-2 to Joshua going into the 7th round, wasn't it? Yeah. So, you know, imagine what a peak Povetkin could have done. He could have given him a... And there's another thing people forget. David Price put Povetkin down and nearly knocked him out.
How long ago was that?
A year ago? Less than a year?
Yeah, less than a year.
Oh, yeah, I can.
If the bell hadn't gone, he'd have knocked Povetkin out.
But then Povetkin come back and he beat him.
He did, but he was out when he hit the floor. It was only the bell saved Povetkin, wasn't
How
it?
did he get back up again?
Well, he beat the 10 count, but the bell went as he was knocked down.
So he got the rest period. Then
He
he
got
had
the
minute.
minute.
He had the minute
Oh,
rest
right,
period.
that's what happened.
And
And then he come back and he knocked Dave Price out. didn't he?
I mean, Dave's a lovely guy, but he's just, for some reason, he's got some nervous reaction around the chin when he gets hit with a hard shot, you know.
One last thing I'll say about heavyweights these days is a lot of people say that the likes of
Do us
Ali.
a favour, Chris.
Yeah?
Just sit next to Ken because
A
I'm
lot of
moving the camera all over the place here.
a lot of people say that the likes of Ali and
You
Holmes
don't mind
and all
sitting
that.
next to him, do you?
No, not at all.
You're not having another fight, are you? Right. And that was my
He's my mate.
chance. Come on, I want you back in the ring. Both of you. And who's doing the filming?
No one.
You see, you're frightened, you see. You've got him running scared.
A lot of people say that the likes of Joshua and all that are too big for Ali, Holmes and all that, but see, Ali was 6'3", Holmes was 6'3", was 6'4", right? There's heavyweights today that are about 18 stone that are only 6'2", 6'3". It's nothing to do. What it is, it's the weightlifting. It's the weightlifting that puts on the weight. Because Ali, Holmes, they never weightlifted. Why
do they want to do that? I know it's extra power. Tyson used to.
Not extra power.
It isn't.
No, it's extra slowness.
So why did he do it then? Really?
Well, because it's all an image thing now, I think, the boxing. It's all about looking. You know, dare I say it, the likes of this Ivan Drago and all them in the Rocky movies and all that.
That's what's caused it, Rocky.
That's kind of like, you know, I want to be looking like him and all that.
How great was Larry Holmes? But he never had a six. He never had a. You know, he wasn't ripped, was he?
He's huge. And you got to remember. We just mentioned Jeff Merritt, equally as big as Deontay Wilder or Anthony Joshua. Roy Tiger Williams, equally as big as these guys. Holmes handled them. Other fighters handled them. Yeah. So what makes them... and they're slower today than what they were. You know? Go home and watch Jeff Merritt against Ron Stanley. It's shit, but Ron Stanley, it's like watching a butcher go to work.
Jeff Merritt, yeah.
You know, Ron Stanley's nickname was the Butcher. The Butcher got butchered.
What year
that was the title.
What year would that have been?
73.
73?
Golden era heavyweight, one of 70s and early 80s.
Jeff Merritt
was like a white Jerry Cooney, threw the left hook the same way. He used to double and triple up on it. He'd come in and he'd be wham, wham, underneath. When he got it underneath you could see him picking the opponents up. He was such a devastating puncher. Larry Holmes and Ali told me if he could have kept himself clean, he would have been heavyweight champion of the world forever. Larry used to say, I didn't like sparring him. I used to say, Ernie, you going first with him. Yeah. So as Ernie slows and tied him down a bit.
Bloody hell.
He, honestly, and no one knows of him. He had 2 major wins, Ron Stander and Ernie Terrell. Got beat by...
where I've heard of him. He's actually mentioned in one of Ali's books.
Yeah, he would.
Ali said he was training at the 5th Street Gym. It was during Ali's exile from... And I can't remember what he said, but he'd just been the doctors, and the doctor said, you know, you're getting on now, you know, even if you can come back, will you be able to now and all that? And he said, I had a bit of a panic, and I thought, I've got to get to the gym and see what I've still got left. This was late in the exile. Must have been 1970 before he got his license to fight Quarry. And he says he went, I mean, you know how true it is, but he says he went to the gym and Merritt was in the ring. Yeah. And Ali said, let me jump in with him. And Angelo Dundee not saying, no, you can't just come in off the street after a layoff and jump in the ring and all that. But Ali was persistent and he let Ali spar with Merritt. And that's where I've heard of Jeff Merritt. That's from the book, from
and he would
Ali's book.
Jeff didn't take any prisoners, Ali, or not?
Yeah.
Yeah, another one that was similar to him was a fellow named Jeff Sims, who sparred with Frank Bruno. He was another tremendous puncher, but just had a bad life.
Bruno was one of the ones for weightlifting, wasn't he?
Yeah.
For bulking up and looking to, and he was quite robotic. He was quite robotic, wasn't he? You know, in his movements. So he was very robotic. You could see he wasn't nowhere. He didn't when he fought Tyson. He was never going to beat Tyson anyway. But the fluidity of Tyson. I mean, Tyson was well muscled. Tyson ever lift weights, Ken?
No, what Tyson?
No, he was well muscled though, wasn't he?
I've seen him do a bit of
what Tyson used to do. He used to do a lot of those traditional methods, chopping wood.
Because he's very fluent, wasn't he? Whereas Bruno was just very robotic and slow.
Mike was never muscle bound. He always had what you call it, slender muscle.
And he was at his best weight, about 15 and a half.
Best weight Mike ever weighed was about 15.4, 15.5.
Yeah.
You know, and that was Mike's best fighting weight without a doubt. Anything over 15.10, and Mike was not in shape.
Well, it looks like you're going to pack up. So what's the verdict on the? This is what I want to know. The next fight, Fury against Deontay Wilder.
Tyson Fury has realised he's shot.
Really?
In my estimation, he had 2 fights back. He's been training for 12 months. It's not come together for him, and he's thought, I need a big money fight, although it's going to be for nothing. What's the point in getting in with someone like happened with the cruiserweight? What's his name? When he put him down, nearly knocked him out. He's gone. I'm past my best. I need a big money fight while I can.
Really,
and go to the bank. And for me, I think it's a matter of time before Tyson Fury gets knocked out. Deontay Wilder will knock him out. I'm nothing more certain in my life
think so.
of that.
You think so?
I think so.
And good on Tyson Fury for taking the fight, because he takes a risk of getting really hurt. Because this Wilder man,
Chris,
let me tell you.
sorry, Ken, it might just go the other way though, mightn't it?
It could well be. He could make a liar and a fool out of us all. It could be all a big act. I don't think so though. Because I've watched him and he looks like a fighter that can't regain his old timing.
Well, I didn't think he was going to beat Klitschko, to be honest. And Klitschko was just gone then anyway, wasn't he? Wasn't the?
Yeah.
Oh, I know he did well against Josh, but then again, you see how well he did against Joshua.
Yeah.
What does that say?
But he trained his backside off of that.
Yeah. I don't think he took Tyson Fury serious. Klitschko.
And let's face it, if Deontay Wilder doesn't take Tyson Fury serious, he could. I don't think so, because Tyson Wilder's a gym rat. He's never out the gym.
Really?
Never out the gym.
Have you ever met him? Have you?
Wilder, yeah.
Have you really, Ken?
Oh, he's a huge guy, big tall guy.
Yeah, he's 6'6" or something. Isn't
Yeah,
he?
he's slender as you like, but what he is,
he's faster, isn't he?
He's like a marathon runner. He looks like a marathon runner, you know.
He was well 6'6" and only about 210, wasn't he?
Yeah.
It's the same type of thing.
Right, for now, we'll cut the speaking, eh, Chris?
Yeah.
Cut the talking. Let's see some action. Go on, that was your warm up. Let's.
You want the real one now?
Yeah, the real one.
Yeah.
Ding ding.
Ding,
round
ding.
number what were we on?
13. Old school. 15 rounds.
15
We
rounds.
might do that one day.
Thanks very much, Chris.
Cheers. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
No, yeah, 15.
Yeah, I'll use it 10.
Yeah.
Nice little trick Ken taught me to do for my shoulders. That's what he's doing there. That's what I do all the time, religiously.
Just tell me what the thing, lads.
Sorry?
I mean, this is super bloody stuff. You know what I mean? It's absolutely hard work. How come you keep getting so motivated? Because a lot of people.
Life.
Sorry?
Life.
What do you mean, life, Ken?
I want to live a healthy life, innit? I don't want to be.
But you know, it's hard work, isn't it?
I just love boxing as well.
It's a way of life. It's like.
I can understand that, Ken, but you know, some people like fool around for 10 minutes and then they get fed up.
Yeah, no,
You've been in the bumming ring and now you're coming back doing some bloody weight training as well. Is that the norm for boxing?
Yeah.
No, Chris, I know we were just talking about with the Where are you doing lightweights?
Lightweight.
Keep the.
Doesn't look light to
Well,
me.
maybe not so much what Ken's doing there, but I'm only doing lightweights.
I can do that, Chris. I can do that.
Keep your shoulders.
It's all about keeping your joints in condition, that's all it is.
We're not powerlifting, that's what the.
I just got
Yeah,
just this one.
Does the weightlifting keep your joints in?
Lightweights.
No, what it is, lightweights.
What the hell are you doing now?
Lightweights just keep your ligaments and tendons.
That's not exactly light, though, is it?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Ken's doing barbell curls. And this is doing upright rows.
Like row, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm doing the camera work.
But we only do a few of them, we don't
Yeah.
like do it for half an hour. Like.
Oh, right.
I only do
Couple of repetitions.
three sets of 10 of these.
Was that enough, though?
Yeah.
He's back on the legs again.
Yeah. And do 2 sets of these and then 2 reverse.
Chris, what's your fighting name? We've got Kenny the Elito assassin against let's make
Just the digger Gardner.
Chris the Digger Gardner. You're not a Gardner, are you, Chris?
No.
Only by name.
This is a great room, isn't it? To be honest with you, it'd be sorry to see this one go. This is
Normally we have the heaters on as well.
No, I
but
don't
guess
mean that,
it-
Kenny. You'd demolish it. I mean, how long is it going to take to demolish this and then build another one?
Take a day to demolish this.
No, it wouldn't.
It would.
Really?
With a team in, yeah.
Bloody hell.
With a digger truck in.
What's above us here?
But they'll have to build nothing.
Nothing.
They'd have to build the gym first before they take this
Yeah, I think
down.
they are, yeah. And this is going to be the car park then.
By the way, folks, these two are just taking it easy at the moment. Right?
You like it when I do my sit-ups, Dave?
Don't tell me you're doing them as well.
Yeah, 50 of them with a plate on my chest.
This is crazy. Isn't it, Chris? This is crazy stuff. What's that one called, Chris?
Hang on.
Hang on.
Sorry, what's that called, Ken? Just, I don't even know.
Now Kenny's doing like curls.
It's just a little thing, Ken. It's always a bit of my shoulders on it, shoulder problem.
Just having a quick nap, are you?
Yeah, the shoulder wear came in from the physio Jen Keaton. I had 2 bad shoulders and she showed me them shoulder exercises to make sure you never get a bad shoulder again. And touch wood.
Ken, you mean them ones with the dumbbells? I don't quite understand what you're
Well,
doing.
what they strengthen all your shoulder, your rotor cuff.
Isn't that like...
We're using our shoulders and our rotor cuff all the time, constantly. So you have to strengthen them up.
But isn't that lying on the bench like doing flies?
That's for me legs, that.
No, well, before you doing with the dumbbells.
Like that.
No, when you're standing.
There's that,
Yeah.
and there's them. They're for your shoulder, your rotor
Really?
cuff. They strengthen all
So
your
if
rotor.
I got me lightweight head, do
Yeah.
that, yeah.
You'll feel it.
Really?
You feel it.
Yeah.
Years and years of using your jab and your right hand and working, plastering, holding handboard, takes it out your shoulders.
So
So
that side, I have sometimes trouble with the left side of my neck because of this keeping my head, you know, over the shoulder here. Sometimes because I never do that way over my shoulder. It's always that way. This muscle, you know, the tricep, not tricep, the trapezius that runs into your neck. Do you ever have trouble with that from always sort of having your neck head that way?
yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of it as well is like being an amateur. You're taught to be locked in like this, and really it should be loose. First thing I did when I went to a pro gym, they went, calm down, relax, shake, be loose. Because when you're like this, tense, you're using all your energy up, locking up. That's why the amateur fights all 3 rounds, because they're that intense and that tight. You're tired after 3 rounds. The program's all about loosening up and catch, count.
Potentially go 12,
Yeah.
not, you know, or 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, skipping was good for you.
It is, but
The old boxers seem to skip.
Yeah, just
all pros skip at the end, at the beginning.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because
I thought you did the skipping at the first to warm up.
No, because most amateur gyms, they all get the ropes out first, but it should be all about stretching. The best way to start a workout is to stretch, move around, spend a couple of minutes just moving around, flicking your arms out, your legs, get some blood coming to you, and then just gentle shadow boxing. You start loosening up, because if you start going skipping like this, it's tightening all your shoulders.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
So then,
Yeah, it's not what you want then, is it? So
Yeah.
what's the benefits of skipping anyway?
it's what it is. It's a time-honoured tradition
Yeah.
that has never been altered. We walked in here and said now to the trainers here, no disrespect to them because you only do what you know, what's passed down to you. No skipping now. It's this. They look at you like no. Doesn't happen. Doesn't happen. It's never happened before. So it's like the man who discovered the paracetamol tablet. You know, if you take this no, I've always just put my head in cold water and it's cured me a headache that way.
Yeah.
People are, they don't like to change, you know what I mean? Sometimes you got to change. Some of the new training methods aren't any good. For me, they're going backwards, but some of them are. Like I say, you know, loosening up when you come into a gym. It's all about not getting injuries, you know.
Can I go shoot for you?
All right,
Thanks very much, Chris.
Thanks, Chris.
And as soon as
Yeah,
you
yeah.
produce these,
I'll confirm the time with you tomorrow if that's
Yeah,
okay.
that's fine, yeah.
She's got to find out what time
Nice
she
watching you.
finishes work. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris.
Don't worry, it has to be a bit later, you know.
Yeah.
Last week, last
It
week.
probably will be later to be honest,
That's
but
fine,
yeah. All right, mate.
Okay. All right.
Cheers,
Thanks.
Chris.
Thanks again.
No, mate.
Yeah.
Ciao.
$50. Woo!
Oh, come off, you're not press-ups now.
No,
What are you doing now?
I'm done now.
You're finished. No, I can't. You still look fresh, I can't believe it. We're never going to tell you that.
Never.
Eh? Is this your normal training routine?
Yep.
How many years have you done this now? 30?
Hey?
How many years have you done this training routine?
About 30 years, yeah.
At least, isn't it?
Yeah,
Does
30.
it alter much?
Hey?
Does it alter much?
Yeah, I've altered it, yeah, of course, yeah.
I can. I reckon.
That's me.
I reckon you should pack in now.
Just stretching off outside.
Outside for the quick stretch.
No, on the bar, that's me done.
But you started off like this, didn't you?
Yep, start it to finish.
But who else in the gym does this?
No one.
Why is that?
Well,
Don't they learn off you?
Huh?
Don't they learn off you?
Some of them do, some of them don't.
Okay. Alright, thanks very much, Ken.
You're welcome.
That's brilliant, brilliant. Till the next time.
And then we do some hanging round, you know.
Cut.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
On the monkey bars.
Finish. Finish.
That's the one. You want to have a David?
What's that you're putting on there?
So, I'm going to have a shave now.
You're having a shave after all that?
Yeah.
You can sort it off.
No.
Right, now Chris is gone, I'm going to come and sort you out.
Alright.
I can.
Be careful.
Yeah, I know, yeah. I think you're really warmed up now.
Yeah.
Don't feel bother, I've changed my mind.
What are you doing using the staple?
Kenny, hey?
What are you doing using the rest of the staple?
It's finished now, you finished cross.
Can't be walking around scruffy, Dave.
Cross.